You're not shy, you get around. You wanna fly, you want your feet on the ground. You stay up, you won't come down. You wanna live, you wanna move to the sound. You've got fire in your veins, burning hot. Oh, you don't feel no pain. Your desire is insane. You cannot stop until you do it again. Oh, sometimes I wonder, as I look in your eyes, that maybe you're thinking of some other girl. But I know, yes I know, how to treat you right. That's why you call me in the middle of the night. Hey everyone. A triumphant Thursday for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere with me, and a wonderful Wednesday for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere. Hey Catherine, how are things going over in New Zealand? So, tonight, the title, do you want to stay stuck where you are, or are you willing to step out of your comfort zone and do something incredible? Now, when someone asks us to step out of our comfort zone, they could be asking us to do a number of things. They could be asking us to go with them to a nudist beach. They could be asking us to go and have dinner in one of those restaurants where all the lights are out and like you don't know who you're touching and you don't know who you're eating, and it's like this sensory experience. You could be asked to sing up on stage. You could be asked to do a public speaking performance. When someone asks us to step outside of our comfort zone, they're asking us to do something new, something we haven't done before, because they know that as soon as we do that, it will change something within us. It will empower us to take on other challenges, because if you can conquer that, what else could you conquer? Michelle Polar is the incredible woman who conquered a fear every day for 100 days. So she conquered 100 fears in 100 days. And she went from, some 9-to-5 job that was killing her to now she's like an overcoming your fear expert, and she's written books and she does lots of conferences and lots of events where she really teaches you the techniques of stepping out of your comfort zone and conquering your fears, and how empowering that can be. And it's so funny because I keep seeing those ads on Channel 7 for that SAS show that's coming up with the celebrities, and the guy's like, you can't conquer fear. Anyone who says you can't conquer fear is fooling themselves. All you can do is harness it. And I'm like, okay, well, that's stepping outside of your comfort zone. You are facing a fear and you're taking a stand that fear is no longer gonna control you. That fear is no longer going to dictate how you run your life. Now, there might be simple things that you are scared of doing. There are simple things that someone has asked you to do something that is definitely outside of your comfort zone, and you're like, I don't know, I'm not sure, because something similar has blown up in your face. And because something similar blew up in your face, you're hesitant to try anything similar to the thing that blew up in your face. But when you step outside of your comfort zone with someone who actually knows what they're doing, someone who actually has proof in the pudding, someone who has actually walked the walk, talked the talk, and will hold your hand every step of the way to bring you out of your comfort zone and to take you where you really want to be, you're willing and prepared to say yes to anything. And if any of you have watched Jim Carrey's movie Yes Man, he said no to every opportunity. And then his friend took him to this seminar. Sorry, I just need to hydrate, sorry. And the guy who, you know, was hosting the seminar did like some voodoo. And, you know, Jim Carrey's character believes that if he says no, he's going to get cursed. And if he says yes, well, then he can carry on with his life. And, you know, throughout the course of the movie, he learned to speak Korean. He learned to play guitar. You know, he did some silly things, but he did some cool things as well. And the scene where, you know, he's in that wedding store with the friend, and the shopkeeper is Korean, and Jim Carrey's character starts speaking Korean and totally turns around the shopkeeper's day, and the shopkeeper really wants to help with planning, I think it's the bachelorette party or the engagement party, one of them. Anyway, but, you know, there was another scene where, you know, this guy looks like he's going to jump out of a building, and Jim Carrey's character goes up and he, you know, plays the guitar, and he, you know, helps convince this guy to not jump. So what things have you been hesitant about saying yes to? What things have you been like, oh, I don't know, oh, I'm not sure, oh, I don't have the money, oh, I don't have the time? What have you been saying no to? What have you been holding back on? And why? Why can't you find the money? Why can't you find the time? Why does it seem like too much work? And it would come back to, I'm not ready to step out of my comfort zone. And if you went further, because you know me, I love going deep with why, you're scared that it will blow up in your face and that you will be surrounded by the vultures. I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. And you don't want to be, I told you so. You want to prove people wrong. You want to prove that you can be a business success. You want to prove that you can be an entrepreneur. You want to prove that you can pay out all your debts. You want to prove that you can travel the world and have a property portfolio and that you can make a massive impact on the world. You don't want someone holding you back and saying, no, because we all want to be the best version of ourselves. We really do. You really do want to be the best version of yourself. You really do want to live the kick-ass life. You just don't know how to get there. Hey, Renee. And what happens is when you don't know how to get somewhere, you will make up every excuse under the sun why you can't step outside of your comfort zone. It's not, I don't want to. You justify, I can't afford it. I don't have the time. My husband thinks it's a stupid idea. Sorry, I feel like I have a lash in my eye. You know, you've had friends who have done similar things and it blew up in their face. How can I be different to my friends? The thing is, you have to stop thinking about what other people think. If you were with me this morning when I did my walk around my local garden, I said to you, your habits, your routines, your rituals, as long as every aspect of your life, hey Rosita, as long as you and every aspect of your life is serving you and you believe that you're living the kick-ass life, everyone around you needs to shut their damn mouth. Okay? That's what I said this morning. Because I felt in my heart, and you know I love tapping into universe to give you value. I feel like you have all these people around you putting their 2 cents in and saying, you know, oh, you've got all these bills and expenses to pay. You should live in your budget. Why are you trying to do that? Why are you trying to do this? And you've got all these naysayers putting their 2 cents in when they actually don't have any idea what they're talking about. Unless you are a network marketer that understands business, unless you're a mama bear of 5 kids, unless you are running your own business, unless you are in the same circumstance as me, don't you dare tell me how to live my life. Don't you dare tell me what's right for me if you have no idea of what it's like to walk in my shoes. Only if your life is similar to mine can you give me advice. And even then, I'll take it with a grain of salt and I'll do my own thing and march to the beat of my own drum. And I feel in my heart that some of you are trying so hard to march to the beat of someone else's drum that you're so offbeat, you're so out of time because your soul wants to march to the beat of your drum. Your soul doesn't want to march to the beat of someone else's drum. So I want to give you permission to start marching to the beat of your own drum. And what you're going to find is when you start tapping into what is your kick-ass life, once you start tapping into what allows you to be the best version of yourself, you are going to find that there are things you're willing and prepared to do that scare the shit out of someone else. And it's just going to be commonplace for you. Like, Renee's on here, and she's, introduced me to the world of Jamie and Alan. And there's a video of them skydiving naked out of a plane because they have truly embraced the kick-ass life. And yeah, to be yourself, to wear the clothes that you look in the mirror and say, damn, I look good, to have your hair long or short, one color or rainbow colored. My beautiful friend Cass, she's got the sides are shaved and she's got this beautiful pink mohawk, and she's the most amazing person you're ever gonna meet in your life. She is woo-woo, she's a woo-woo queen, and I love her because she marches to the beat of her own drum. And I know that it's scary. It is scary to try and figure out the beat of your drum. It's scary to try and figure out who you are. And if you don't know where to start, that's when you tap into the people who they're living the life that you want and you're willing to learn from them. So, when I look at Renee's content and, she posted this picture and you're standing in the bushland, Renee, and you are butt naked and you just don't give a shit. You are so in tune with your body and it's here I am in all my glory, accept me or stay out of my way. And that is the only 2 options that people in your atmosphere have access to. And that's what I said this morning. Jump on board with me or stay out of my way. That's the only 2 options that anyone has to be involved in your life. They're your cheerleader. They want you to succeed. They're willing to help you. And they're there for you. But if they're going to always chuck their 2 cents in and they don't know shit about anything, tell them to shut their damn mouth. I happily speak to my stepmom and I'm always asking for her advice and I'm always asking for her opinions because she knows what's what. She's so logical and she can see things from a different perspective. And I'll listen to her and I will take what she says as gold because she knows what's what. But someone else, stay out of my way. You do you, boo. That's okay. Just stay out of my way. So how do you get out of your comfort zone? How do you do the things that scare the shit out of you to move into that next space? You just do it. Marina Warre, she interviewed Michelle Polar and she asked Michelle, out of the 100 fears that you faced, what was the scariest fear? And Marina remembered that one day Michelle held a tarantula. Ugh. And Michelle said no. Public speaking. The day she got up on stage and did public speaking, that was the fear that scared the bejeebers out of her. She was fine holding a tarantula. It was fuzzy and it was actually kind of cute. Jumping out of skydiving out of a plane, that was fine. It was speaking in front of people that scared the shit out of Michelle. You just have to do it. And the thing is, if you watch the movie Heart and Souls from the 1980s with Robert Downey Jr., one of the ghosts, his unfinished business was he had to get on a stage and he had to sing. He had to use Robert Downey Jr.'s body, and he had to get on a stage and he had to sing. That was his unfinished business. Only after he sang on a stage was his soul able to cross over to the other side. And he was so petrified. He's like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And Robert Downey, his character, is like, Harry, if you don't do it now, you'll never do it. Just come on, just get it done. And it will scare you. Our mentor, Owen, he's challenged us that we have to do one of two tasks. And after we've done the task, we can share with you why we chose that task and what we experienced doing that task. But we can't tell you that that's the task that we're doing. So, you know, you might see things and be like, what is Amie doing? I'm just stepping out of my comfort zone. Just doing things that scare the shit out of me. Because I know that when you step out of your comfort zone, that's where the magic is. That's where the fun happens. That's where, if you're a network marketer, you're going to rank advance. That's where, if you're a business owner, you're going to get more clients. One of my leaders shared a story. There's 2 Italian restaurants, same town, attacked by COVID. One of the restaurants closed down. And 2020, that owner is going to say 2020 ruined me. The other Italian restaurant got council permits, went to the local hardware store, reconfigured their restaurant, and they've got a full drive-through service, and their profits have gone through the roof. And that restaurant, 2020 was my best year in business. I've fully changed my business, how I run my business, and it's the best thing that ever happened. Stepping outside of your comfort zone is sometimes going to require you to think out of the box, do things differently, do things that other people aren't willing to do. If you were to sit down with Elon Musk or Richard Branson or Oprah Winfrey or Eric Worre or David T.S. Wood or any of the incredible millionaires, Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, and you were to ask them, how have you become so successful? What do you do that other people don't do? What makes you so special? And I guarantee every single one of them will tell you, I want it more than you. I'm going to repeat that. I want it more than you. And I'm not saying me, I want it more than you. I'm empowering you to say to the people in your atmosphere, I want this more than you. I want success more than you want success. I want to own my own home more than you want to be debt-free. I want to travel the world more than you do. I want to send my children to college more than you do. I want to have a life on my terms more than you do. I want it more than you. And if you wake up every day and you tell yourself, I want the kick-ass life, you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. You're going to stop the excuses. When you step outside of your comfort zone, you're going to stop the excuses. You're going to stop the crap. And other people might give you excuses and you're just going to be like, zip it, shut up, get out of my way. Thank you, bye-bye. Just move out of my way. Because you are so focused and you want it. You want it, you want it, you want it. And as I keep saying, you may not want to be mortgage free. I know people that love renting. They love the freedom of picking up and moving and not being tied down to a mortgage. Whatever is your kick-ass life, whatever allows you to be living life on your terms, in total control of your life, that's the kick-ass life. If your kick-ass life is staying at home and raising your children and being at every sports carnival event, every swimming carnival event, every school recital, every sport practice, you're there for them every moment of every day, and you just get to raise up these gentlemen or these women, and that makes you happy, that's your kick-ass life. And don't you ever let anyone tell you that being a housewife or being a house daddy, because you're out there and you're awesome house dads, don't ever let anyone tell you that choosing to be a stay-at-home mum or a stay-at-home dad is a cop-out or, stupid. Like, you should be able to have a career and take care of your kids. What if you don't want the career? What if you love being a mama bear? What if you love being a papa bear? What if you love making your kids' lunches and dropping them off at school and being there after the school pickup and spending the afternoon with them and doing their homework with them and tucking them into bed? What if that's your joy? What if that makes you so freaking happy? Don't let anyone tell you that you're not trying for enough. You should want more. What if that's your dream come true? What if being a housewife and loving on your husband or your wife and being there for them and, cleaning the house and cooking for them and, being like Samantha from Bewitched, what if that's your joy? What if that lights you up and fulfills you? Don't let anyone tell you that that's not a kick-ass life, because it is. As long as you are waking up and, oh my God, life is good. Oh my God, life is amazing. I am blessed. This is my kick-ass life. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not good enough. Don't let anyone tell you that you should want more money. If you're a network marketer and you're making $1,000 a month as a network marketer and you're happy working your conventional job and only making $1,000 a month from your network marketing job is enough for you, own that. Own that. I know there's people that want to be full-time network marketers and they want to earn $50,000 a week. Own that. Own that. Don't let anyone tell you that your dreams aren't good enough, because your dreams are awesome. Your dreams are epic and they're worth making come true. So I want you to type in the comments what scares the shit out of you that you are willing to face in order to manifest your dream life into reality. It could be holding a tarantula. It could be patting a snake. Ugh. Sorry, Matt loves snakes and I'm like, ugh. Behind glass, thank you. What scares you shitless that you know doing that would take you to the next level? It could be public speaking. It could be speaking your mind to someone who's been like knocking you down and knocking you down. And you just get up in their face and say, get out of my way. Stand by me and support me or get out of my way. I know. I've freaked someone out because you're like, yeah, there's someone I need to say that to. Do it. Piss that person off. Put them in their place. Support me in my journey or stay out of my way. What is something that scares you shitless that if you were to do it would actually take you to the next level and allow you to live the kick-ass life? It's a scary question. I know, I'm scaring you. For me, it's going to a nudist beach. Because, you know, quite body conscious. But I actually kind of like the idea of it. So, actually doing it would scare me shitless. Come on, Renee, do it. Jamie and Alan did it butt naked. You don't have to be butt naked to do it. You need to YouTube James Corden with Tom Cruise skydiving. It's funny as hell because James Corden is batshit crazy of heights. Batshit crazy. And Tom is just, you know, an adrenaline junkie. And like James is petrified. Like he's trying to do everything to get out of skydiving with Tom Cruise. So do it. Do it. There's so many skydiving places around. My question to you, Renee, is why does it scare the shit out of you? For me, it's the heights. They would. But you know what? I guarantee you, Renee, if you messaged Jamie and Alan and said, will you skydive with me butt naked? They would do it with you in a heartbeat. And they would probably do a whole post about it and say, okay, Roga's out there. Renee's going to skydive butt naked with us. Who's going to join us? And I guarantee you'd have like 20 butt naked people skydiving. It'd be epic Facebook post. Epic. I challenge you. Boom! I challenge you, Renee. Message Jamie and Alan. Say, I want to skydive butt naked with you. Because I know they'd say yes. You've known them a lot longer than me, but the short amount of time I've gotten to know them, they say yes to anything. They love a challenge. So, come on. And you, 20, 30,000 feet up in the air, ain't nobody gonna see nothing. It's an experience. It'd be so exhilarating. So, what is something that scares the shit out of you that you know doing it would allow you to go to the next level in your business, in your relationship? It would raise your confidence levels. There's so many different things. I feel like someone's watching and you're batshit crazy of driving a manual car. Go and do some driving lessons. It's actually kind of fun driving a manual car because you feel like, you know, one of the race car drivers. At least I did when I drove a manual car. And this is the beauty of when you tap into universe. I'm not a psychic. I can't read your mind through the screen. But universe, I allow universe to speak through me to you. And it's fun. It's fun when just universe just speaks. And I'm like, okay, obviously someone needed to hear that. There is something that scares the shit out of you, that you know doing it would allow you to go to the next level. It would take your business to the next level. It would allow you to rank advance in your network marketing company. It would empower you to be a stronger wife, a stronger husband, a more empowered mother, a more empowered father. It would allow you to dominate every aspect of your life. Because once you conquer one thing that scares the shit out of you, it actually becomes a game of finding everything that scares the shit out of you and conquering them one at a time. So, Renee, I want you to keep me updated on when you go butt naked skydiving. I have the heights thing, so I wouldn't do it, but I would be on the ground like screaming, like, go Renee! So, I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight, everyone. I always appreciate when you take time out of your evening or time out of your morning to spend it with me. And I hope that you got incredible value out of tonight. I would love for you to tag me in a post if you do decide that you're going to conquer something that scares the shit out of you. I would love for you to tag me in that post so I can be your cheerleader and like, whoa, you did it. And I really look forward to checking in with you tomorrow night. As I let you know, each day the session comes. I never pre-plan the next day. I just tap into universe and I just allow universe to speak to you. And after having the team meeting with Owen today, I was like, yeah, someone needs to step out of their comfort zone, me included, and this is what you needed to hear. And I hope that I have served you and really empowered you to take a stand and tell people in your atmosphere, be my cheerleader and support me, or stay the hell out of my way. That you're willing to ask for help from people who are doing what you want to do in your life, and that you would step outside of your comfort zone and do something that scares the shit out of you. Have a triumphant Thursday night for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere with me. Have a wonderful Wednesday morning for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, and I will check in with you tomorrow night. Be safe, be well, much love.